Look around you, man. You can find inspiration. You can find discouragement. It all depends on you. Perception is everything. Some people just hear another song. Some people hear the greatest. A nigga used to have no chill. Nowadays I bump side A. Traffic going bumper to bumper, stuck on the highway.
So I got a two-part question. So what was the turning point that made you actually take rap seriously? Like, what was it where you was like that aha moment?
When I start seeing the murals around the world, I start seeing people tattoo my face on their body. I start going to these shows, and every show sold out. Every time I sell a shirt, that sell out. Every time I sell a vinyl, that sell out. I'm like, yo, I'm really that nigga.
Right.
What the fuck am I doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that at that time, even when I was doing this, the world still ain't know who I was. This was me this was still Fly Guy era and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was people when Fly Guy came out was already getting that tattooed on them then. I was already having, you know, murals in fucking like Netherlands and, you know what I'm saying, Paris and all these old shit, you know what I mean, all around different, you know what I mean, the world and shit. I never even been over there. I'm like, yo, this shit's starting to get bigger than I thought. You know what I'm saying? And then when I go on tour and it's like that is selling out, even though it was smaller rooms, they just started getting bigger. But even when it was the smaller rooms, like the first show we ever had, Sony Hall. Is that called Sony Hall or Webster Hall?
It was Webster Hall.
The basement joint.
It was
Webster Hall.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember that.
And it's crazy because, you know, Wu, Mob, you know what I'm saying, and the Locks was there. And that's crazy because that was our first show of all time. Not like we never had a show ever in our life before that show. That was our first show of all time.
You remember the show?
We never even been on a stage before that day together.
That's crazy.
Bullshit.
T-shirts in their hands,
That was
back
the
and forth.
first time we ever even been on a stage.
That's
Bruh,
ridiculous.
and that was nuts.
That's
Because
ridiculous.
in New York City, y'all packed the house.
16, 17 maybe?
Y'all packed the house. I remember that night. I remember everybody talking about that shit.
Mob, you know what I'm saying? And the Locks was in the building, man. This was a week before Prodigy passed. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. A week before Prodigy passed, man. You
So
know what I'm
that's-
saying?
that's-
It's like special moments, like, you know what I mean? Paul Rosenberg, tall ass in the corner. You know, he just was sniped with Shady.
Right.
I call him the big guy, man. Shout out to Paul. I actually talked to Paul Rosenberg yesterday. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? Because even that, you know, time was like, you know, I was hungry, man. I was moving quick. Like I said, I'm a hustler, and I was dropping so much. You gotta think all the most music we made, it came out during the Shady era. Yeah. But it didn't come out through Shady. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was all Griselda. That was just my hunger, like, yo, I gotta flood this shit. You know what I'm saying? Just painting these Eastside Buffalo pictures for niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Did you get any pushback from Shady because y'all was pushing out so much music?
Nah, because I told them niggas I gotta eat, man. You feel me? Nah, for real.
I love it. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So, what was the business side of Shady like?
Listen.
If you got to tell niggas, yo, I gotta eat.
Yo, Westside
Y'all taking too long.
Westside Gun a different kind of nigga, man.
Right.
For real. I told you I've been doing this shit since 9. Anything I get involved in, trust me. I'm doing what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I'm not on a dummy mission with none of this shit.
How did that even come about? That whole Shady situation.
Wait, even before that, like I'm still trying to figure out of Buffalo. Like, I'm still trying to get to hustle. Webster Hall. Like there had to be a spot.
Right. There was a lot in
point A
between
and
that.
point B.
Losing Sheen Gun.
Yeah.
Right.
Khan getting shot. These was things. You guys taking a trip to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Him losing that battle competition and make him go focus on records. like all that stuff.
You
right?
transitioning from a clothing line to a full-blown record label. You deciding that you're going to actually stand in front with your brothers and spit and put the other hustle down. Like that, there's the second when you decided to take music.
I can get the calendar out. We can go year for year. We just ping-ponging conversations. All you gotta do is ask, my brother.
Right.
Did you think it was over? But it was like, like I said, man, again, in me being a hustler, I already knew like these was the illest niggas in the world. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know what I mean? It was just like, let me put what I'm making on the side to help, you know what I'm saying, jump this off. Because at that time, you know what I mean, when I wanted to do that, I was doing it for Conway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Benny was, fucking with Shay, rest in peace.
DJ Shay,
you know what I'm saying?
rest in peace.
He was fucking with Shay more. But it's, it's crazy, but because Conway knew Shay, you know what I'm saying, already too. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, this is my brother, we live together, all of that. So it's just like, we doing our 1-2. Benny was over there every day at Buff City, you know what I'm saying, just getting better and better, dropping them 20 mixtapes I'm talking about. Like he was locked in the studio, like, man, like this back, 2 Chainz Benny Main, the Mayor Benny, you know what I'm saying? He got all type of different, you know what I'm saying?
The big fitteds and all of that.
You know what I mean? Like he was just rapping his ass off, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is too, like, I don't want to get too deep into it, but I respect Benny because Benny really a hustler too. You know what I'm saying? Like he really a hustler too. You know how some people, like, you really don't know niggas' resumes. You know what I mean? You can hear the music. You know what I mean? You could like them as a person.
Right.
You could take a person word for it, but when you actually like know a nigga, you know what I'm saying? You know if they didn't eat that day, if you know that when they lights got cut off, when you know if a motherfucking, you know what I mean, if a brick was in the trunk, if you know if fucking whatever. Like I know everything about this nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was there the day he was born. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
At the hospital. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I can say, like, Benny is a hustler. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
East Side, Buffalo, Montana Ave nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. So I can vouch and really say, like, when he talking, you feel me? So
You
it's just
smile
like,
when you say that. You smile real big when you talk about it. You sound like a proud uncle or something.
I mean, I am. You know what I'm saying? Because again, man, he with Def Jam now. He about to smoke shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, after I flood this motherfucker, he about to flood this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I plan to do Hall & Nash with my brother, Hall & Nash 2. You know what I'm saying? And then I want to do what was Sheen gonna do to both of them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like giving them a Hall, because Hall & Nash, we only had, it was like more like an EP. You know what I'm saying? So it don't gotta be a whole album, 20 songs, 15 songs. Hall & Nash 2 could be 7 songs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We could sit down with Derringer and Alchemist and be done in 1 day. You know what I'm saying? 2 days. That's nothing.
Bang, bang.
And it's gonna be nuts. You know what I'm saying? So that's not even a project that's gonna be like too far-fetched that they can't come soon. I can show the last thing I show you right now. I promise you, you look at the last thing my brother texted me tonight, because he about to go overseas, you know what I'm saying? I told him I loved him, you know what I'm saying? He about to head on safe travels. I promise you, on everything I love, I said, yo, I can't wait till this shit over so I can just take me a vacation, you know what I'm saying? Because I really don't do all this shit. I'm gonna be honest. Niggas don't see Westside Gunn doing all this shit that I've been doing. Niggas ain't never seen this shit my whole career.
I asked you like 3 times for an interview. It was like, I really don't be talking like that.
I've been chasing Westside since I came home from jail. 30 months, nigga. Finally here.
I don't do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I just I let him know I was coming here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And but yeah, I was like, yeah, man, I gotta take a vacation, man. He was like, shit, no, you don't. We gotta do Hall & Nash too. You know what I'm saying? Just already like, nah, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We gotta give him this. After you do what you do, after what Benny do what he do, we can't stop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't stop. You know
I
what
think
I'm
that's
saying?
what's so dope about y'all is that y'all together are monsters, but individually y'all monsters. So
In
it's
different
like
ways, too.
in different ways. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
all
yeah,
it's not all
yeah.
the same. Like
Yeah.
that lineup of just dropping records after records.
They
and
like
albums is like
they
it's
like
nuts, bro.
Voltron, but there would be episodes where the Black Lion just show up and fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying? Then the next one, the Red Lion is like, nah,
That's a
it's my
fact.
turn, nigga. I'm
Yeah.
fucking shit up. Them niggas on vacation. I'm here.
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you guys were advised strongly, from what I hear, from both Benny and Khan. Jay-Z took a liking to you guys. And he kind of encouraged y'all to stay together. Why didn't that happen?
A nigga used to have no chill, nowadays I bump side A. Traffic going bumper to bumper, stuck on the highway. Takes so long to get from Monday to Friday, then you wake up on Sunday like it was just Friday. Crime pays an iron cage, had to find ways. I wasn't trying to slave a 9 to 5 till my dying days. Frank Sinatra, I gotta do it my way. Chasing the dream, some people look at you.